What's going on, YouTube? Legions here, coming at you with another Tower of Fantasy video. Today we're going to be talking about the next limited banner that's coming out after Nemesis. Yeah, I know a lot of people thought that Nemesis's banner was going to leave yesterday because she mysteriously vanished. Thank God they fixed all that. I know there's a lot of outrage to that. A lot of people are mad about what happened, but they did fix it, and I think, in my opinion, they did the best possible fix that they could do with the Nemesis thing, and they gave us free Dark Crystals, so I don't think anyone should be that mad about it. I think it's the best thing they could have done. We are getting, you saw the thumbnail correctly, we're getting Frigg. Frigg is coming out as the next character. I literally was just theorizing this with on my Twitch channel live with chat earlier today, that Nemesis was the third or fourth banner after the Claudia second rerun. I believe it was after her rerun banner, and then Nemesis came out, and then it was Frigg in CN. So we are getting Frigg. It's kind of confusing to me because I don't know when they're going to come out with Claudia. I really do want to pull for Claudia so bad. I know she's not like a meta unit, but she's one of my favorite design characters. She looks like Lena from 86 and Esdeath from Kami Get Kill, so I really want to pull on Claudia so bad, and she's probably going to be coming with her physical resonance. But yeah, Frigg is going to be the next character coming out. We're going to go over her kit and if she is worth pulling or not. So without further ado, let's get right on with the video. Okay, guys, let's take a look at her skills here. We're live with our Twitch chat. We're going to be looking at her abilities. So far, in my opinion, she is going to completely replace Coco Ritter. If you guys have seen my PvP meta guide on the meta teams for PvP, Frigg is 100% going to replace Coco Ritter. You're going to probably run Nemesis, Meryl, Frigg with this. This is going to be absolutely disgusting team comp because you're going to have the ice resonance, and you're also going to be able to deal a lot more ice damage with Frigg in your kit. Frigg is not like a great charge character or a great shatter character. She is just there to do big dick damage. That is all she is there for. She's there to fuck shit up. Okay, so this is her regular effect, Frozen Domain. This is after you use her #1 skill. Let's just scroll down to her skill so I can show you guys what she does. Thimble Winter. This is her ability when you use the #1 ability or whatever it is on controller. Slash the space around the Wanderer, dealing a total damage of 577.5% of attack plus 30. This number goes up as you level and stuff, so that number can change and get higher. Can suspend and launch targets and grant damage immunity. So you get super armor while using this ability. So that means you cannot be stunned or hit out of it unless your shield is probably broken while the skill is being used. 30-second cooldown. After unleashing Thimble Winter, a large frost domain will be formed around you for 25 seconds. That is a long fucking time. That means the downtime between this and the cooldown is only 5 seconds. So after this ends for 5 seconds, you can then use it again. That's crazy. The number of dodges you can perform will not be deducted when you perform Balmung dodge within the frost domain. You literally do not waste fucking dodges when you're inside this domain. You can spam dodge over and over in this. That's crazy. That's crazy. Grant Domain of Frost when you are in the Frost domain and increase Shatter by 25%. This is why I say run Meryl with Frigg and replace Coco Ritter. Nemesis is already there to heal. You don't need her to heal and freeze. You already got you got 2 freeze characters. You have Frigg, who does massive damage, increases shatter of other characters, and Meryl is going to be there to give you shield and also shatter like a crazy mofo. Okay. Her discharge ability. This is her ult or her switching ability. When weapon charge is full or Fantasia is triggered, clear all debuffs from your unit, so you get rid of all debuffs. Dash forward upon switching to this weapon and temporarily control opponents in an area before unleashing a gigantic slash and deal damage equal to 618% of attack. And then, of course, this number can change as you get stronger, and launch enemies into the air again. So she's a very good launch and suspend character. She can also freeze, do a lot of shatter damage, and make people very, very slow. The CC is going to be crazy. PvP meta is probably going to be very annoying if you do not have Frigg. This is the point in time where I said, before the game came out, that this game is going to be pay to win in the aspect of if you don't pull these characters, then you're shit out of luck. Because if you do not pull these characters and you're facing a Frigg, if you're facing a Frigg, Nemesis, and Meryl comp in PvP and you do not have those characters, you're fucked. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Okay, let's go over her awakening. So her 1-star is probably the most broken one in my opinion. Grant 1 frostiness point every time you receive a 550% of frost attack of damage in the frost domain. I think this is a mistranslation. I think this means you have to deal 550% of frost attack damage. I don't think it means receive, because that would be weird. That would mean that you would have to get damaged by frost damage only to get the stack. I think it means deal damage inside of the frost domain with frost abilities. Up to 10 frost points can be accumulated. When frost domain ends, frostiness points times frost attack times 95% of blast. Dude, so if you get the 10 stack, right, 95% damage, that's 950% of the damage of your attack as damage, as blast damage will be dealt to all enemies in frost domain. So obviously they have to be in the domain. So this is going to be really good if you save this ability for like when this PvP circle starts closing in and they really can't evade her domain, and the domain is pretty large from what I've seen. We're going to watch a little gameplay teaser of her kit and a breakdown of her kit and what they look like. After leaving frost domain, lose 1 frostiness every 3 seconds. So you want to try and stay in the domain as much as possible. Not only are you getting free dodges, but you're also going to be getting a buildup of more stacks to deal more damage. Then of course at 2-star you get more HP growth, 4-star attack growth, 3-star increase frostiness limit to 15. So that means this can go up to like 1,500% damage, pretty much 1,450% damage, I believe, around there. That's insane. When using discharge skills of frost weapons in the frost domain, deal damage equal to 25% of frost attack. That's, dude, so you're gonna be dealing an additional frost damage at C3 if you're inside your frost domain. She is very heavily centered within being inside of her domain. Think of Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen. She needs to be in her domain to do a shit ton of damage. Shattering shields, this is her 5-star shattering shields. Using frost weapons in the frost domain will freeze the target for 2 seconds and cause frostiness points. So you'll get frostiness points when you use this. Frost attack times 35% of additional damage, another 35% damage multiplier, and if the target cannot be frozen. So if that means if they're using a relic to be immune to stun or freeze or anything like that, or any other character that has an ability to be immune to that, then instead of 35% damage, you do double, you do 70% damage if they can't be frozen. So this on top of Meryl, so if you break the shield with Meryl's ult inside the frost domain, you're literally that's crazy, dude. So you're literally gonna be freezing them for 2 seconds on top of shattering them. This is crazy. No, this is crazy. And then her 6-star, reaching 15 frost points while inside the ice field will grant an additional effect, Frozen Domain 2. When using ice weapons, increase attack by 25%. She has so much damage multipliers on her kit, it's actually insane. You guys think that Crow in PvP is broken? Just wait till you pull Frigg and use her in PvP. She's going to be absolutely busted. Freeze comps in PvP right now are absolutely broken, even in CN still. As you can see, her damage multipliers on her auto attacks are on her auto combos are just disgusting. Her 5th attack deals up to 218% damage. That's so good. Her aerial discharge is a little bit weaker, but still does pretty good damage on the 5th one. Soaring slash is the hold attack, while normal holding, when you hold click and you do the normal attack, it deals a maximum of 134% plus whatever your level is. That accumulates higher as your level goes up on your character. This is the jump hold slash. This one does 185% damage. Very good. These attacks are strong as hell. This is the backspace dodge multi-slash. After you do your backspace dodge and hold click, it'll do 143% damage. There's no like suspend or anything in there. I think if they added that to her normal attacks, it would be actually way too broken. So you know, let's not give them any ideas, because that would make the character even more busted than it already is. So the recommended matrices on her are, of course, her 4-piece, or you could do 2-piece Samir, 2-piece Crow. That actually works a lot of good too. We don't have Saki out yet, so we can't really go by that. Well, what I'm probably going to do is use her 3-star, use the 4-star. I'm going to use Sobek probably. I do already have a set that I can use. I don't know if I'm going to pull for her set. We'll go over it really quickly. Her 2-piece set, when switching from ice weapon to ice weapon, so from Frigg to Meryl, this doesn't apply to PvP because matrices don't work in PvP. Ice attack is increased by 15%, 18%, 21%, or 25%. So at max dupes, it's 25% ice attack increase for 10 seconds when you switch from ice weapon to ice weapon. Very good. Doesn't work in PvP though, because matrices do not count in PvP. This also works in the background. If multiple sets are used, the set with the highest stat is the one that's applied. When using frozen domain, enemies within the domain take 105% of ice attack of ice damage every second. For PvE, this is disgusting. That is absolutely gross. If you don't care that much about PvE and you want to use just like free stuff, the 4-star stuff, you don't need her matrices. Especially if you're free to play, it's really hard to pull for a character and for matrices, but there's plenty of other, you know, ones that you can use from the farmable SSR ones, or the like Samir and Crow, for example, or you could use the Sobek one. But if you're a whale, I would definitely, if you care about PvE, I would definitely get these 100%. If you guys want to get a step ahead and get all her mats before she comes out, these are all the mats that you're going to need. I will leave the link to this website down below. This site is very, very good if you want to stay up to date on what's the best sets for characters, what upgrade materials they use, what their skills do, especially if you want to look forward to other characters that aren't out yet. This is the Tower Fantasy Index website. I'll leave the link to this down below in the description and pinned comments as well. Now let's look at her abilities. And here is her ultimate, or her #1 skill. And that's where you can see that the frost domain is on the ground. You can see these little blue lights coming up off the ground. I wish there was a more concrete way to see them on the ground so you can know when your enemy is inside the frost domain. But it is, as you can see, a pretty large domain. There is a pretty wide area of effect. So in PvP, as soon as the first set of things goes under the water, the entire arena is probably going to be engulfed in this ability. So it's very, very big AoE. That's huge, dude. That is crazy. That's her ultimate right here, her discharge. It goes forward, so even if you're far away from the enemy, you can dash forward towards them and use it from a distance. So you can close the gap pretty quickly if you see people trying to run away in PvP. Very good way to close the gap as well. Okay, you can see it more clearly without the grass. Dude, the grass in this game covers so much. If you tune the effects down a little bit and get rid of some of the foliage, you'll be able to see it a little bit better. In arena, without the grass on the floor, you'll be able to see it way, way better on the ground. You'll be able to see where the area of effect is. Her skills are. See, you can see the little blue ice snowflake stuff on the map underneath the grass. The foliage in this game is just crazy. It's way too much. I actually got to tone mine down in the game too. But as you can see, it's a very, very large area of effect. Her shatter damage is getting a lot better, even though she's not a shatter character at all. And you can see once she put down that field, she was doing a lot more damage. And I believe this is a C0. This is a C0 Frigg, and she's doing pretty good damage against a level 65 enemy. So dude, she does a lot of damage. I'm excited for this character to come out. In my opinion, if you're going to ask me, should you pull for this character? Should you pull for Frigg? I absolutely think, yes, you should pull for Frigg, especially if you want to do PvP. If you don't care about PvP so much and you want to save for like Claudia or other PvE characters, maybe Cobalt B or Ruby when she comes out, Lynn, any of those characters, Lyra, if you want to save for those and you don't really care for PvP that much, you can definitely skip her if you're free to play and you don't care about PvP. She's very, very good dealing damage in PvE as well. If you don't want to play a DPS class, you want to play more support or tank classes, and you want to wait for some of the other characters as a free to play, you can definitely skip if you don't care about PvP. But in my opinion, if you're going to care about PvP at all, you need to do at least one. You need to get one copy. You need to do at least one rotation and try to get one copy of her. Because as you guys know, in PvP, every character is completely balanced, and you will get a 6-star version of the character in PvP, even if you only pulled her once. So she's very worth if you're into PvP, and she also does a lot of damage in PvE, so you will be flexing so hard on your teammates while doing PvE content, doing your joint ops, doing world bosses, etc., all that stuff. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think, if you're going to pull for her, if you're not going to pull for her, you're going to skip, save for someone else, how much you're going to whale for her. I want to know how many people are going to try and C6 her for PvE, because there seems to be a lot of people that don't even want to C6 characters because of how balanced PvP is in this game, and you automatically just get sent straight to a 6-star. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already to be notified as soon as videos like this come out. Guides, banner reviews, etc., all news that are Tower Fantasy related. Thank you guys so much for all the support, and I'll see you guys on the next video.